one of the real good public relations guys in the NBA works for the Pacers. David Benner's also got a really good sense of humor. Tweeting this out today, saying the Pacers are like a good roller coaster. Ups, downs, twists, upside down, sick to your stomach, euphoria, and shrieking, kid behind you. Lance. You know, we saw this earlier in the year with Shoelace Gate and J.R. Smith.
Oh, that's right.
We talked about it at the top of the show, but is Lance Stephenson, is he that much of a tactician that he's thinking about this ahead of time, or it's just something he's doing?
That's just who he is. Every team that, you know, championship team, they've had somebody a little different. Houston Rockets, Kenny Smith talks about Vernon Maxwell being on a little edge. Obviously, Dennis Rodman's been well documented on his antics and how he made his living. But since I've known Lance, first time I met him was in high school, the whole Born Ready thing. Kenny Anderson introduced me to him. I never thought he'd be this different, where you go to want to blow in someone's ear. Like we talked about earlier, in our day, you would foul, you would hold, you would scratch. If I knew Smitty had a sore elbow, he had an elbow pad on, how's your elbow doing, Smitty? And he would do the same thing to me, but blow in your ear and some of this extra stuff, no, we have never done that, but we are talking about Lance.
Smitty, so many of the guys that have sat in your chairs that we've talked to throughout the playoffs and leading into it, they said Lance Stephenson has to be himself in order for the Pacers to be successful. Is this part of that math?
Yeah, I mean, like 3D said, sometimes you can go overboard, but Lance is unpredictable, off the court, on the court, and that's not meaning in a negative way. When he started to push the tempo and you really can't game plan for where he's going because he's that type of talent, I thought the Pacers got into it. When he started to get into D-Wade, started to get into LeBron, take chances, he brought that energy. Because the one thing about the Pacers team, I don't see a guy saying, let's go 3D, let's go, let's get going in this game. They kind of had no energy. Lance got them going. He made a couple plays. And then sometimes you have some plays where you scratch your head with Lance. But I like the way he came out, minus the antics, to come out there and play. You know, some of the things, I was okay with him standing in that huddle.
Oh, the huddle, we've all done that. That's true, we've all done that.
Saying he shouldn't do that. Why not? It wasn't a timeout. You were in somebody's timeout, obviously, but that was just a stoppage of play. And he was still standing there. He wasn't saying anything, to my knowledge, unless he was under his breath being able to say something. But some of the things he does is questionable. Some of the things I have no problem with. I was a guy who would like to talk and keep talking and kept going in the game. So some of his antics, I'm okay with it. Some of them I'm not.
Well, Dwayne Wade told Rachel Nichols last night in the postseason, it's not the first time it's happened to him. Last year they said that Lance did it to LeBron James, but it's not the first time in NBA history it's happened.
No, not at all.
No,
I mean, there's some things that goes on in NBA games.
Let's take you down memory road.
Oh, okay. You showing some of them?
Vince Carter, Rudy Gay.
He said, ooh, what is that? Ooh, that's called exactly.
And that got him on Shaqtin' a Fool, Dennis.
Yes, it did. He had that raw. Rudy Gay said he had that raw.
He had that dragon. That was different.
That's that raw.
You hear offensive linemen in football saying that they intentionally maybe don't have the best hygiene to kind of help their cause. You ever see anything like that in football? Is in basketball? Is that no?
No, I haven't seen really that much in.
We've had some guys.
Sure.
Yeah.
On purpose? Or just maybe they had bad practice?
Yeah, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I've run up to some guys when their sweat started the game and said, woo.
Oof.
It's different guys.
Any show hosts or anything?
No. I'll wait till we get off air to say it.